It's not worth it. I used to be a man. Do you hate what I am now? Do not surrender to its melancholy sweetness. The grip grows stronger the more you let it in.
Green Goblin. Green Goblin. The Green Goblin. The Green Goblin.
My Animatic is a minute-long sketch that asks the stupid question of what is the weirdest thing that can be used as a health warning on a cigarette packet and leads to a claustrophobic conversation with a goblin at a bus stop. Uncomfortable situations with strangers are really interesting situations to be in, and making it the nicotine-obsessed goblin that you're locked in a conversation with seemed to be a good balance of unsettling and funny, as well as the punchline being a lot drier and unclear, which is the kind of humour I'm more interested with. The original idea for the Animatic was going to be a minute-long sketch show that I would try to fit as many visual comedy sketches into as I could. But after realising the time constraints and being told that was a terrible idea, I took one of the 3 sketches I had planned and stretched it into a minute-long Animatic that is now health warning. At the start of thumbnailing the project, I drew out quick designs for the goblin to see if any would stick, and chose the best one from the lot, which weirdly is one of the only ones I didn't draw nipples on. Otherwise, design didn't matter too much, only one of the solid ideas I had for the background when it was originally going to start off with him buying the cigarettes in a newsagent's, but change it to a bus stop for time and for it to actually make more sense. And basic requirements for the bus design was for it to have a door in the middle of the vehicle as it lined up with the shot I wanted with the first reveal of the cigarette packet. The main character being a blank bubble person was due to 1, can't draw, 2, I think it helps the viewer put themselves in the position easier if there aren't too many discernible features. If I had a chance to fully produce and create the sketch, most of it would be probably filmed in live action, with the goblin being the exception of stop motion or some gross puppet. And taking the stop motion workshops, I managed to make the goblin with a wireframe skeleton and used cardboard cutouts of faces to keep the snappy movement of the Animatic for better comedic timing with the coughing and the slow way that the goblin speaks. Sketch shows are what I watch most of the time, as well as horror movies and old B-movie horror, with Killer Clowns from Outer Space being a big reason I'm starting to get more interested in practical effects, which I don't really know anything about, but I would love to get involved with the process of creating practical effects, which is one of the reasons I chose stop motion for this project. Like the Candy Floss Cocoon or the Balloon Attack Dogs, with Cocoon being a genuinely unsettling visual, horror movies like this have the absurdist humour of the situation that lowers audiences' defences for the practical effects to actually scare people, such as sudden contrast in tone, as along the lines of what I'd like to accomplish. My parents are both very creative people and show me that I can make a career out of it, with my dad being an airbrush artist that can paint like he just took a photograph and working on making his own board game. He's also mental, and as soon as I had the idea for this sketch, I had the idea of him voicing the goblin, and he instantly agreed to it. And is why most of the Animatic is spent listening to the goblin ramble and sputter. It adds so much more character to an otherworldly nicotine-addicted goblin man. I'm happy with the finished Animatic, and if I ever got the chance to, I would spend money on making a proper version of it, as stupid as that would be.
Green Goblin.
It's not worth it. I used to be a man. Do you hate what I am now? Do not surrender to its melancholy sweetness. The grip grows stronger the more you let it in.